Hello, Flosstube. My name is Beth. I'm the Desert Stitcher AZ and the Desert Stitcher over on Instagram. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. This is Flosstube number 13. I can't believe we're in October already, but I guess a Flosstube number 13 is perfect for this time of year. So I've got some whips to show you, a little bit of haul. No finishes this time, but that's okay. And I also wanted to do, I guess it falls under a little bit of an announcement or housekeeping. So I have a small group called the Cross Stitch Corner on Facebook. It's a nice little intimate group. It's a wonderful group of people. And we are going to be doing a Zoom call next Sunday to get together to do some cross stitching and chatting. I hope you can join us. I'm going to link the group below. And we'd love to see you over there. If you can't make it next Sunday, that's totally fine. We are going to be doing more Zoom calls. The last one we had I really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to doing more. So, Darkoctober stitching. So I get to add in some fun pieces to my repertoire for the coming, for this next month. And you can see a little bit that I do decorate some for Halloween. Yes, that is a pencil Christmas tree with fall leaves on it and a spider skeleton. And then I've got some potions and brews over here. And you can't quite see it, but it says Black Hat Society up over on my wall. Still drinking coffee at 3:30 in the afternoon. That might not be the best thing. But the first one I want to show is Waxing Moon Designs. I got a little bit done on that since the last time that I saw you. And so here's the pattern. I'm working on this one on below. And if you can see, it's got the spider, an owl, cat, bat, terrific mansion. There's a little ghosty up there. It's a great pattern, and I'm stitching it all in Fathom from Weeks Dye Works. And not as far as I would like to be, but I did make some progress over the last couple of weeks since I last saw you. All right, oops, I'm losing my needle here. There we go. So here we go. I got more done on the branches. Come out this way. And I got more done down here. So yeah, I'm doing this on 28 count, and I'm using all Weeks Dye Works Fathom for this piece. Very, very cute. And as you can see, it's not going to be very big. I am stitching it 1/1 as well. Okay, so next one. Now I haven't stitched on this since the last time I saw you, but it is coming out for Darkoctober stitching, and I'm excited about it because I really like this piece. This is from Kissa Creations. She also has a Flosstube channel that I'm going to link below, and her Flosstubes are fun. You have to go watch her. But this is Things I Know for Certain. And it is really cute. She also has a brand new pattern out called Witch Shoes, which I'm going to have to get. But it says, always throw spilt salt over your left shoulder, keep rosemary by your garden gate, plant lavender for luck, and fall in love whenever you can. And it's from Practical Magic, the movie. So, let's show you where I'm at on that. Not as far as I would like to be, but it's going to get some love this month, most definitely. So yeah, there's the always throw, spill. That's all I've got so far, is always throw, spill. But the witches should show up right in the middle of all that purple, which I absolutely love. So I'm looking forward to getting more time in on this. It's been too long since I put some progress in. Go back in your bag. And and you'll have to excuse me because I'll probably drink a gallon of water and coffee during this video because it is really dry here. Normally, come October, we're in the upper 80s, upper to mid 80s during the day, but low 70s in the morning, which is just lovely. But unfortunately, we're still over 100 degrees here. So it's hot. I am ready for a change of seasons. Okay, so the next one I want to show, I'm working on Home of a Needleworker 2, which is this one from Little House Needleworks. Now the last time you saw this, I had only gotten like a couple windows and a little bit of the blue on the side. And so yeah, I've added in the door, more windows, and more blue onto this. You can't see, but there's that ecru trim that goes around every window. And I made a comment in my Facebook group that that part of the windows is a surefire cure for insomnia, which I've been dealing with for a few weeks now. So, but anyways, this, yeah, I really like the door. It's very pretty. And there's a lot of windows in this. It's going to be gorgeous when I'm finished. I think there was more to it than I had originally anticipated. Lots of little elements in it that are fun. And I'm looking forward to getting that out again, hopefully soon. Okay, so the next one to show you did get some attention. Now if I can just find the picture to show you. Here we go. This is from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, and her company is Hemlock and Rye Stitchery. I will also link them below because she has also come out with 3 brand new houses and a Ruth Bader Ginsburg tribute, which is really worth taking a look at. So this is Hemlock and Rye. I have the first series. It's Christmas in Nantucket. I've completed the blue house. I'm stitching them all together as one and started on the gray house in the middle that has the Christmas tree. Now in this one, so far I've only gotten the roof. Ooh, let's show that better for you. So I'm working on the roof for that. And I am going to be using the Weeks Dye Works called for, which is Confederate Gray, for the house color. And that is a really pretty gray. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Gotten more of the roof done. I'm going to work some on the border as well because the border is going to go all the way across. Although I do have the houses a little bit closer than the original border she created to go with this, so I'll have to make a little bit of an adjustment, but not much. I was worried about running out of fabric on the right hand side, so houses are a little more close together. Okay, the next one to show is, it's one I didn't get as much done on as I would have liked, but it's very confetti heavy, but absolutely gorgeous. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's Ciro Marchetti, Tree of Life. Yeah, that is just gorgeous. And there's so much going on in this pattern. I'm currently working on that border that goes all the way around. And I think I'm going to stitch that first and then start working my way inward. So I have this on the Q-snap because I do plan on getting some work on it either tonight or tomorrow. Like I said, so yeah, it's all this red border 814, DMC 814. And it goes all the way around the pattern. It's going to be beautiful. It may or may not be a gift. I haven't decided yet. I actually need to speak to somebody and get a little advice on that. Alright, next one, and oh goodness, I didn't bring the pattern with me. But it's Mini Small Magellanic Cloud, and I actually got 300 stitches in here, but you can't tell. Because there's so much to it. So there's a little star here. Then there's going to be a whole big cloud area in here that's just gorgeous. I've been working on the black and the ultra dark very grape colors. So that's where I've gotten so far on that. It's going to be stunning, and this one is a gift. Most definitely. I have someone I know that is extremely into NASA and NASA images. And the next one I have is Pilgrim. Yay. I love, this is definitely a BAP. Big freaking project. So this is where I'm at so far on that. I've gotten more of the border done in here. Finished off a couple of the windows and did the fence. And a little bit more around the owl. But as you can see, I still have an extremely long way to go because I am just at that very top there. And there's a lot more to do. I absolutely love this pattern. It's my first long dog, first one that I bought. I've also gotten the New Normal and Pandemic, and I'm working on those both in coordinating colors. I showed those a video or two ago. I haven't pulled those out the past 2 weeks, but they will be definitely getting some attention in the next week or so. Now the next one. Yay! I'm so excited about this. I saw this, I also watch Lindy Stitches, her Flosstube channel. She's also a designer, in case you don't know. But she had this pattern come out, and I read this book in book club a couple of years ago and absolutely loved it. Shocked myself because I wasn't expecting to. I'm thinking it's a classic. I don't always like classics. There are some I do, but you know, horror classic, that doesn't sound good. And I loved it. Loved Bram Stoker's Dracula. This pattern is from Lindy Stitches. It's pretty new, and it's called Dracula's Confession. And you actually get 2 patterns with this. So there's the vertical and the horizontal. I'm doing the horizontal. And yeah, this is gorgeous. I mean, look at the font on that horizontal one. That is just fantastic. I'm using a combination of Weeks Dye Works, DMC, and a Dinky Dye silk. So this is going to be my first time using silk. I'm excited. It's super, super soft. Oh, if you go on my group, the Cross Stitch Corner, one of our group members has already finished Dracula's Confession, and that is currently, and she's FFO'd it. It's framed and everything, and it's beautiful. She did the vertical version, and that's on our cover photo for Cross Stitch Corner. What did I do here? Okay. Seriously, Beth, come on, get it out of the bag. I put it in the bag because I was just stitching on this a couple hours ago, and I didn't want to risk getting anything on it. So, this is where I am. Now, this called for the Weeks Dye Works. It had the DMC alternative, which was DMC 814. But I thought, there was a book I read quite a while back, and I I believe it is George R.R. Martin's vampire story, Fever Dream. If you have not read it, it is one of the best vampire stories, and hasn't gotten a lot of the attention it deserves because of his whole Game of Thrones series, understandably. But Fever Dream is a fantastic book. But so somewhere in the book it mentioned about the metallic tang of blood. So I got that in my head and decided to go with DMC 814 at 12. So I don't know if it's going to show up here because it's just a little bit of sparkle. I also love this fabric. This is an unnamed one from Bestitch Me that I got at a Friday night fight night. I believe Brandy called this her happy mistake, and just look at the colors. Aren't they great? Just beautiful. So yeah, the Gothic letters at the top. It says, I love the shade and the shadow, and would be alone with my thoughts when I may. So I love the shade and the shadow is in this 814 to 12, and then it switches over to another color. This is Chris's Bonbons, this border in between, and it's a beautiful variegated brown. Absolutely love this one. Very, very pretty. I had never used it before. I had it, but I never used it. And I'm really liking that color. So, oh, yeah, and this is 27 count Linda, and I'm doing it 2/2. Very hard to put down. Yeah, I cannot wait to finish this. I'm not sure what it'll work out to frame-wise since I'm doing it on 27 count over 2, but it's going to be a pretty good sized piece. Yeah. Look at that. Ooh. Lindy knocked it out of the park on this one. Ooh. There's also the Shade and Shade and Shadow Sal on Instagram. So you can follow that over there. I believe that it's headed up by Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World and Kismet Stitches, I think. I apologize if I'm incorrect. I'll look that up and put it in the description below. Yeah, beautiful. And now that I've seen the vertical all finished and framed, I might have to do both of them. Don't know, but I might. We shall see. Yeah. I don't know. There's something about that one, I just cannot put it down. And, it's partly because of my love of the book and how much of a surprise it was that I absolutely love the book. So, yeah. I love that one. All right. So, Hade had a sale. Uh-oh. 50% off. And I couldn't resist adding 2 pieces. Well, there was one I absolutely had to have. The other one I've been looking at for a bit and haven't pulled the trigger on it. But when they had the sale, it was like, yeah, mine. Especially when I took the time to blow up the picture. All right, so the first one is Quarantine Cats. This is brand new from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm just in love with this one. There is so much going on. Here it is. Can you just die? I mean, that's the little gray cat hanging from the chandelier. That's my Chloe. And then all wrapped up in yarn, just flopped over the side of the sofa, that's my Kiwi. And then, I don't know if you can see, but little cat here that's lounging with the potato chips. There's a little mouse. And then, unfortunately, the logo's right over this little guy's face. But he has, like, even darker circles under his eyes from, like, scrolling on Facebook and Instagram too much. Too much time on social media, definitely. But, oh my goodness, this is such a cool pattern. I cannot wait to get going on this one. Now, we'll not be getting a new start until January. I have 2 planned new starts for January, possibly 3, but it all depends on how many finishes I get between now and the end of the year. So we'll see. This one. Pride and Prejudice fans, look out. Pride and Prejudice QS, which means quick stitch, but not really. This one is from Amy Stewart. This is going to be very confetti heavy, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Pride and Prejudice quick stitch. And let me zoom in and show you Mr. Darcy and tell me that's not Colin Firth. Seriously, that is so Colin Firth. This one will also be 2021. Cannot wait to work on it. So that is my haul. Those are my whips. And that's about all I've got for you today, guys. So I managed to keep it under 30 minutes. Yay! Again, I hope you come join me on the Cross Stitch Corner and join in for one of our future Zoom calls and share your whips and finishes and check out our Tuesday tutorials. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time here, I do hope you'll hit like and subscribe. Plan to try to get on a more regular schedule, and hopefully every 2 weeks or maybe even every week. We'll see how it goes. My work hours are up a bit, and this past 2 weeks was quite a bit busier than normal since March, but I was able to visit my mom for the first time since March. She's in assisted living, and of course they locked down and have been extremely cautious, but I was able to visit her for the first time, had a negative COVID test right there on site, and also got to visit with my brother who flew in from Dallas so he could visit my mom. So she's hanging in there. She's doing okay. She did have a fall a while back, but she's recovering slowly, but she's 93, so she's doing pretty good, and it was wonderful to be able to see and spend time with her. I also had my book club. We read the 10,000 Doors of January, highly recommend, and a few Zoom calls with different family members. So yeah, it turned out to be a lot busier the last couple of weeks than it's been since March, probably combined. I hope you're doing great. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like my little October thing. I've got my witch's brew, my wool of bat, zombie brew, and yeah, my giant spider climbing up my autumn tree. This is my little pencil tree that actually has stayed up all year with different decorations throughout the year. So I'm rambling now. I'm going to sign off, and thank you so much for joining me, and hope to see you for my next Flosstube number 14. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.